So, do we need a Justice League 2? Now, the answer to that is probably up to whether or not you like the Snyder Cut, which many of us actually did. It was miles and miles better than the one that we saw in theaters, no doubt about that. But that being said, would anybody go and see, let's say, a Justice League 2 if it wasn't Zack Snyder at the helm? I would say there's one possibility that would get fans really excited and where the movie would market itself. And it's actually a rumor out there. But let's go ahead and let's read a little bit about this. This is in Bounding into Comics. It goes on to state, it starts talking about the movie, and it says, recently, word of this speculation reached one of the Snyder Cut's earliest champions, Aquaman actor Jason Mamoa. In an interview with Cinema Blend, Mamoa was asked if he would appear in a hypothetical Justice League 2, to which the actor provided an interesting answer. I think they're waiting for me to direct it, Mamoa, he replied in an interview with Cinema Blend. It goes on to state, they're basically waiting for Warner Brothers to call me up and say, Jason, I love you. I love what you guys are doing. Love the movie. I love Sweet Girl, he added, referring to his upcoming movie of the same name, which is set to debut on Netflix on August 20th. Momoa also thinks WB would be interested in bringing Sweet Girl producer Brian Mendoza, who often works with the Hawaiian star, aboard a potential second Justice League flick. Hey, let's get Brian Mendoza. Let's get Jason Mamoa to produce and direct the new Justice League. Sounds like, you know what, guys? We're in, Momoa continued. Of course, he's joking. Now, obviously, Momoa is being facetious and having a little fun with expectations, but as his star continues to rise, a chance he would wind up directing a Justice League sequel, an Aquaman entry, or just anything DC related are more than zero. Zack Snyder would probably have first dibs if they do continue his DCEU continuity in some form. However, it shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone if he decides to bow out and hand directorial duties for a sequel over to someone else. Momoa, included as in the Army of the Dead director, has said that he is satisfied with simply having been able to realize his true DC trilogy. Goes on to state, as big a deal as the hashtag release the Snyder Cut campaign was, and as monumental the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League was for HBO Max, Warner executive Ann Sarnoff made it clear they are going in a new direction with future DC films, which does, to me, open up the door for maybe somebody like a Jason Momoa. Now, of course, it goes on to state that pivot might put J.J. Abrams in the driver's seat. Please, God, no. Please, no. Please, no. Just cut off every speculation when it comes to J.J. Abrams. Why does he always have to have his little fingers in everything? Whether you hear speculation of him in Marvel, DC, Star Wars, oh God, everything when it comes to Star Wars and J.J. Abrams, just mind-blowing. Hasn't he ruined enough franchises? Star Trek, Star Wars, now you're wanting DC. Come on. Too much DC. Don't even consider it. Please do not consider it. Anyone but J.J. Abrams. Do a hashtag of that. Hashtag anyone but J.J. Abrams. Now, as far as J.J. Abrams, I would say that's a clear no, at least for me. And I think for many other fans, especially if you're a Star Wars or Star Trek fan. As far as Zack Snyder coming back, I don't see Zack Snyder coming back. I really don't. I know they left that possibility out there. And I know he's given hints that he maybe would like to come back and, finish the vision that he started. But at the same time, he's also given hints, like it said in this article, that he's not really interested in doing more than the trilogy of movies he's already done for DC. So that being said, that opens up the door for maybe somebody new to take that lead. Um, I think Jason Momoa, I don't know how he would be, as a director or producer or anything along those lines. But I will say, if there was anything that would sell itself with this, with a Justice League 2, something that would be a great marketing tool, something that would uh, definitely bring hype to this film that only other than Zack Snyder could do, and that would be bringing Jason Momoa into a directing role like that. Not only would I think it would be a great marketing strategy, in a great hype fest in a lot of ways, um, that would only that would really rival that of the MCU to a certain extent. Uh, I think it would also um, leave the door open or the ability to maybe have even a subpar movie and it still be a box office success. And I don't think people would just go in there and Rotten Tomato bomb anything that's Jason Momoa. I don't care how bad it is. I think there's enough fans of his that they would at least be a little impartial, but would give him more slack than what they would another director when it comes to DC. I really do think that it would be a win-win for DC and Jason Momoa and Justice League, if they couldn't get Zack Snyder to maybe, hey, you know what? Give Jason Momoa a shot. Even if you say he directs it, but make him like co-director or something along those lines. Something that would still put his name out there as it being his work, at least his partial work, and just seeing if fans are supportive of it. I really think they would be. I think it would be a very good move when it comes to this upcoming Justice League 2. Especially after all the hype that the Snyder Cut brought with fans. I think fans really feel good about DC right now, while the MCU is kind of waning. I feel like it's almost DC's to take at this point, but we'll just have to see. Let me know. Do you think Jason Momoa would actually be a good director? Do you think that he would be a right fit as director for Justice League 2? Or do you think it has to be Snyder? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.